I didn't become a member from day one. So there was all about, I think that a lot of buzz on LinkedIn about SPP when I first noticed and decided to join as an ambassador, just as anyone else can do. And then I think that in springtime of the following year, so we are probably talking about 2021, there was this call to any ambassadors to apply for co-chair position. So we were given the possibility to suggest, recommend a chapter, and then apply for it as well. And well, I saw that as one opportunity. It's true that it was still in lockdown days, so everybody seems to have a little bit more time available anyway. And yeah, from attending all of the ambassadors meetings once a month at that time, I was just willing to contribute, to give something in return for the community. Then that was, I think, my main thing. And because I was so much involved already with a very specific topic called social procurement, I thought, well, why not share with more people about it? So that's the origin of it. Chronologically, I think that the first year was a lot about experimenting. We didn't have a core team, so it was only me and Alex Tarmo, the other co-chair at that time. So we were juggling many different ideas. The events that we started organizing and realizing almost like on a monthly basis, getting involved in different topics and trying to bring this into the chapter and disseminate a little bit. And then we were progressing. I think that then toward a year or so later, we started having a first generation, if I may put it that way, of core team members that were then helping us, because it was simply growing and growing and growing. And with our day jobs, we couldn't manage it on our own. So we tried to keep the momentum, but by splitting the workload among more people. And it did work well, to a point where we started to ask people to wait to join even. So it was a wonderful situation, actually. But yeah, and I think that not the peak, because I think that and I hope that the peak is still to come at some point, Timo. No pressure.
Absolutely.
But no, another highlight in this past 4 years, more or less, was the Bi-Social Corporate Challenge, the European-wide project that we got involved, SPP as a whole, but then through our chapter mainly. This is, for those that don't know, a project that was, it's over now, but it was a call from the European Commission. It was funded by the European Commission together with SAP, and it did include 20 plus different organizations from Europe, but also outside of the region. So it was all about, I think, that disseminating, advocating for social procurement, building up a marketplace, a B2B marketplace between corporates and social enterprises. I think that this was a very, very nice moment of the chapter. All of the different WSPDs, I mean, each one of them very differently, but also very special in a way or another. Yeah, I only have good memories.
I think what I passionately believe in, and we still need to get this out there to more people, is, let's never forget about the power of procurement. This is an amazing hidden group of people who are who often don't even know it, but this is a group of people who can truly change the world for the better. Through the work of procurement and all that spend that we have the privilege to look after in our jobs in procurement, we can protect and regenerate our environment and our society. So one of the things I really want people to feel that you've got an ability to make the world a better place through your job. and live into those values that you exercise at home, but you deliver at work. So I feel that's a really important thing. We want to continue to grow the ecosystem and the community here, learn and grow from one another. But also, I'm also a firm believer, and I love the work that social procurement kind of sums up exactly what we want to do more of. But I also feel there's also opportunity to grow. We've got a few headwinds at the moment in this space, and we're going to overcome and migrate that geopolitical landscape and try and understand where we are. But there are many, many opportunities. This stuff is growing outside the United States. There are opportunities for us to continue to align better with our stakeholders, including governments who are stepping into this space and find this important, but also meeting the needs of stakeholders and our customers. But also, ultimately, I firmly believe that this is a business value for the companies for which we work. So it's not about charity or philanthropy. It's around doing the right thing for our businesses. And, we want to continue driving that, getting people to get started if they don't know what to do. But, take a few baby steps if needs be. And we're here to help and support wherever we can. What drives me is ultimately family. Ultimately spending time with my family, my wife, my two boys. One of them, Callum, left home just this year to go to university, but my youngest son Noah is 14. We have a huge passion for football, and we do travel around watching a lot of football. We're big Liverpool fans as well, and had the privilege of being at Anfield just over a week ago watching Liverpool beat West Ham there. So I think my life really very much is around around family. But also one thing I'd call out as well is my son Noah also has autism, and I guess one of the things that really drew me originally into supplier diversity was how there's this nice crossover point sometimes between where home and work start to find a beautiful synergy. And I think I realized at that point, ultimately we in procurement can actually help people in our communities who are, underrepresented, who struggle to find work, who can be very active and effective members of society and of the workplace if we make changes. And I think supplier diversity for me is also a personal mission, that we can help those people in our communities who maybe just deserve a little bit of additional support, because if we do, they can really deliver great things for us. So I think that's kind of what drives me in a nutshell.
My point to everybody who is listening and watching this would be slightly different. It's why I joined as well. We all in procurement, we can have very stressful days in the office, right? I mean, it's a lot about risk management and savings and, legislation. So it can be quite stressful. Two reasons perhaps why I decided to join then. It was a topic that, it's a passion at the same time. So I was getting some energy out of the work with SPP. It was almost like recharging the battery so that I could use that energy elsewhere. But also personally, from a growing perspective, I wanted to have an environment where I could explore, experiment, and it was the closest that I could get from working or being exposed to a startup environment. So whether I like it or not, whether perfectly planned or not, it did help then bring that experience to my work. And this is a message perhaps for everybody who is listening as well. It's amazing the level of collaboration in SPP, in the core teams, through the ambassadors, the events, and how you can apply that to your business life, to your profession as well. So I would definitely encourage everybody to join, start as an ambassador, as I did, but then consider doing more through the events, through the chapters, etc., because it's definitely worth it. There is definitely things that you will be doing on your spare time, but then you see you applying that on your professional time as well.